Imagine a world without phones, no instant communication, no way to hear a loved one's voice across miles. This was the reality before March 10th, 1876, the day Alexander Graham Bell uttered the first words ever spoken through a telephone. But who was Bell, and how did this revolutionary invention come to life? Join us on a journey through time to uncover the story of the man who connected the world. In the mid-19th century, communication was slow and limited. The telegraph invented by Samuel Morse was the fastest way to send messages, but it had its limitations. Messages were sent in Morse code, requiring skilled operators, and only one message could be sent at a time. The world was hungry for a faster, more efficient way to communicate. Enter Alexander Graham Bell, a man with a vision to transmit not just signals, but the human voice itself. Born on March 3rd, 1847, in Edinburgh, Scotland, Alexander Graham Bell was destined for a life of innovation. His father, Alexander Melville Bell, was a renowned speech therapist, and his mother, Eliza Grace Simons, was a talented pianist. From a young age, Bell was fascinated by sound and speech. Tragically, his mother began losing her hearing when Bell was just 12 years old, sparking his lifelong interest in acoustics and communication. Bell's first experiments involved creating a speaking machine to mimic human speech. He even taught his dog to growl on command, manipulating its vocal cords to produce words like, "How are you, Grandma?" These early experiments laid the foundation for his future work in telecommunication. In 1871, Bell moved to Boston, where he began teaching deaf students and continued his experiments with sound. It was here that he met Thomas Watson, a skilled electrician who would become his assistant and close collaborator. Together, they worked tirelessly to develop a device that could transmit sound electronically. Bell's breakthrough came from his understanding of sound waves. He realized that if he could convert sound into electrical signals and then back into sound, he could transmit the human voice. After countless trials and errors, Bell and Watson finally achieved success on March 10th, 1876. On that historic day, Bell spilled battery acid on his clothes and called out to Watson through the device, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." To their amazement, Watson heard Bell's voice clearly through the receiver. The telephone was born. Just 3 days later, Bell filed his patent for the telephone, beating rival inventor Elisha Gray by mere hours. This sparked a fierce legal battle, but Bell's patent was ultimately upheld, securing his place in history. The invention of the telephone revolutionized communication. By the early 20th century, telephones were becoming a common household item, connecting people across cities, countries, and eventually the globe. Bell's invention paved the way for the modern communication technologies we rely on today, from smartphones to the internet. But Bell didn't stop at the telephone. He went on to invent the photophone, an early version of wireless communication, and made significant contributions to aviation and hydrofoil technology. His legacy is a testament to the power of curiosity and perseverance. Did you know that Bell refused to have a telephone in his study, considering it an intrusion? Or that he was deeply involved in teaching the deaf and even married one of his students, Mabel Hubbard? These lesser-known facts reveal a man driven not just by science, but by a desire to improve the lives of others. Alexander Graham Bell's invention of the telephone was more than just a technological breakthrough. It was a bridge that connected humanity. Today, as we hold smartphones in our hands, we owe a debt of gratitude to Bell's vision and determination. His story reminds us that one idea, no matter how small, can change the world. So the next time you pick up your phone to call a friend or send a text, take a moment to think about Alexander Graham Bell and his incredible vision. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories. And tell us in the comments, how do you think the world would be different without the telephone? Thanks for watching, and remember, every great invention starts with a single idea.